Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Naya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video this man made, and he was talking about how white people always try to tell black people that they don't see color, that they are colorblind. And it is when people tell me that they are colorblind that I'm kind of like, I am usually not, I don't find it funny, because I know you see color. You know that we do not look alike. You know that you have privilege just for being who you are and all that. But they keep lying. And then they are going to come and ask you, how do we do this work of anti-racism? And you tell them what to do, and they tell you, sorry, I don't think I can do this because I don't want to get backlash, because I don't want people to come after me and all that. It means you are not even ready. And then they tell you, I cannot be ready to the seas. I don't see color because I have black friends, because my classmates are black, because I grew up in black neighborhood, because my best friend is black, because I have a black dog, because I have a black goat. So for that reason, I cannot be ready to the seas. And then they sit back and deny their privilege and tell us that they do not have privilege. And I know you do not have privilege, but if I ask you to give up your color for one day, you definitely aren't doing that. Let's get into this video.
A white woman reached out to me this morning and asked, Ricardo, I watched some of your videos and I was wondering what I as a white person can do to contribute to the solution of colonialism and the after effects of colonialism. So I'm asking you, what would you have responded to that?
So a really good friend of mine, she recognizes that she has privilege, and she also would admit times that she used it. Yeah, I knew that I was using it. I kind of had to. When she admitted that she had privilege, I was like, okay, so then everyone should be aware. I find it hard when people ask, you know, what can I do to help? But then when you bring it up, because I've been in situations like that, then they start defending like, it wasn't my fault. What did I have to, that was way back then. Why are people still complaining about it now? So then you're justifying, you're not recognizing, you're basically gaslighting my experiences.
Ironically, that's more or less the response that I got. When she asked me that question, I gave an answer. And more or less her response to my answer was, well, I'm not gonna do that. What else instead can we do? So I said, the problem is that you go out of your way. I didn't come over there to you and start demanding that you do something. I'm minding my business out here.
Right.
You went out of your way to ask me, what can I do to contribute to this issue? I gave you an answer and you didn't like it. Suggest something else. So you see, you're not looking for a solution then. You're looking for comfort.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. To make you feel better because you feel guilty. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Because I've never in my entire life have gone to white folks to demand anything. I don't ask white folks for anything. I don't want their help. I don't ask for their help. My efforts in this life is to educate my people. That's it. In the midst of that, white folks sometimes go out of their way to come to me, which I have no issue with, but they come to me and ask, hey, I like some of the things that you talk about. What can I do? And every time, it's never failed. Every time that I have given suggestion of what can be done from my point of view, it's always, oh man, I'm not sure of that. Any other suggestions? It's like, I gave you my answer and you didn't like it. So now that I gave you my answer and you didn't like it, let me ask you then. You tell me then, what can we do? You tell me, and there's never an answer. And the reason why there's never an answer is because there was never an intent to solve anything to begin with. Ever.
Right.
So we're looking for comfort. And also, a lot of times, certain white folks come around when they hear some of us speaking about things that they feel threatened by. And so the reason why they come around to ask if they can contribute is because what they're really trying to do is get involved so that if they see any ideas of ours that may be threatening to them, they want to erase them from this idea, concept, solution, etc. They want to erase them. They want to be able to bend them. Here's the thing that I've learned in life. When it comes to dealing with openly racist white folks, you know what you're dealing with. They tell you who they are. We have hundreds of years worth of them telling you who they are. They've proven to you who they are. When it comes to the so-called I'm not racist, I see no color, white folks, etc., I don't know what I'm dealing with those. I have no idea. History has not prepared me for those kind. These are new people that I have no idea what the agenda is, if there is an agenda. Because every time they come around, it's really not to say, I don't like your solution, but if that's the solution, I'm going to go for it then. They never come around to do that. They've always come around to, hey, how can I help? Oh, this way. Oh, I don't think that's a good way. You don't get to decide what's a good way. We do.
Right.
You see, when it comes to openly racist white folks, I know what I'm dealing with. History has prepared me to understand them, but history has not prepared me for these. Oh, I don't see color. I see everyone's equal. Right. So then what are you doing with this? Everyone's equal. I see no color. Although that's not the solution to see no color. I want you to see my color. I want you to see how it's an issue to be my color and how your people created a system where it has made my color be an issue. I want you to be able to understand why this is a problem. This complexion is a problem. This phenotype is a problem. You telling me that you don't acknowledge color and race, that's part of the problem. Because we deal with the issues of race and the concepts of race and what issues they brought forth. We are dealing with those issues. And you saying that we don't see that, it's not part of the solution. I know it sounds beautiful. I know it sounds romantic. I know that you want it to be a utopia, but that's not the solution. So that's the one thing that I've learned when it comes to white folks is when it comes to openly racist white folks, I'm not comfortable with them, but I am comfortable in knowing what I'm dealing with. It's straightforward with them. When it comes to these, hey, Ricardo, I've seen some of your content. What can I do as a white person to contribute to fixing issues? Well, this is what you can do. Oh, no, listen. I know what I'm dealing with the openly racist, but I don't know what I'm dealing with this.
To me, it's the same. When someone comes at me like that, my guards go up automatically. I feel the same energy that I feel from the openly racist person. Like they're just guising it. That's it. The same deep down underneath what they're saying is, this is really how I feel. So I kind of want to do something to get this guilt off. But I really
that's what it is. Like it's guilt. And the way that you prove that it's guilt is, what can I do? Well, this is what you can do. I don't like it. You see, you're not looking for a solution. You're looking for comfort due to your white guilt. You're looking for comfort. You want to claim that you are not part of the problem because you have guilt because of the problem. And that's why you come around to ask, well, this is what you can do. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that, you see, you're not looking for a solution. This is the solution right here. If we say this is the solution, this is the solution. That's it. It's not an argument. It's not a discussion. It shouldn't even be anything to discuss at all. This is the solution. Do you still want to contribute? I can't. Okay. Don't worry about it. Go along. Enjoy your white privilege. No problem. Don't worry about it. I never went over there to you to bother you. I'm over here minding my business, trying to teach my people. But you came around because of your white guilt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody asked them, so.
So this is all about this video. Let me tell you something. I always have problem with people that say that they don't see color, or I have white friends. My best friend is black. I went to school with black people. I spent most of my time with black people. My colleagues are black. My dog is black. I do not want to hear that, because that is already, it is, bad enough for me to know the kind of person you are. Number one is that I see a lot of them, I think they are just doing it for eye service. They are not doing it with all their heart. Because when you see somebody that wants to do the work of anti-racism, right, you definitely will see that person doing it with all his heart and pushing out to his community, telling them, how they have been and the rest of it, right? But when you see somebody that just want to do it for asking sake, and you tell them, first of all, you are supposed to do it, and then you see them shrink straight up, telling you, sorry, I can't do this, telling you that I am going to get a lot of backlash for saying this. You are not ready. You are not ready. And the fact that some of them are very quick to deny their privilege I mean, it is very sad how they hide and cover up that they're privileged. They tell you, I am poor, or I don't get this, I don't get that. I mean, we are going through this. Black people and you people are not going through the same thing. You have never been pulled over by the cops and you are super scared that you might make it alive or you might not make it alive. There are some pictures that, you know, the reality is that we all see that system that is oppressing my own people, and it is very obvious. It is not hidden. It is not like something that is, it's crystal clear, right? That this systemic racism is out there oppressing some certain kind of people or kind of race and all that, right? But they don't ever want to agree to that. They don't want to accept it, that they have like even their skin is more than enough privilege for them, right? But they keep hiding under the umbrella of there is no privilege and all that. They have never even, like, do they have to worry about their kids running outside, playing in the field, and having a telephone? How can a telephone be mistaken for a pew-pew, right? Black kids don't get to have a black kids moment. They grow up too fast because the society has made it, made it in a way that they grow up so fast. You can't even be a black child and knock at the wrong door. You are probably getting pew-pewed straight up. But they can walk into somebody's yard, probably ask questions and all that without anything. People that look like me cannot be in a certain place or a certain place by some certain time because it's a sundown town. Like when you go there, you might likely not make it alive. They don't experience that. They do not experience the fact that you have to apply for job, and when they call you for interview and they tell you that you sound wide, on phone. So what they are saying on phone, what they heard on phone and the person they are saying, there is no match, right? They have never experienced the fact that you cannot wear your locks, or sometimes before you get a job, you have to cut down your hair, you have to cut down your lock. They have not experienced all this, but then they sit back and tell us that they do not have privilege. I know you all do not have privilege. I understand it. But if we ask you to switch places with us for one day or give up your skin color just for a minute, you absolutely will say no. That alone is the fact that that you have privilege, but you are lying. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.